Good morning to one and a half present here. So today we have to talk about the hacker communities and profiling. So first of all, what does hacker communities means? So it's loosely organized groups formed around shared technical skills and interests, ranging from ethical security research to criminal activity. And the profiling is nothing but these communities focuses on understanding their motivations, behaviors, and social structures. It helping distinguish between different types of hackers while moving beyond simplistic stereotypes. So, so first of all, we have to identify the hacker groups. So hacker groups are organized teams of individuals who collaborate to exploit computer systems. So our networks for various purposes. So the membership are not limited in the groups. So it is widely spreaded. So the most common ways to separate hackers groups are white hat hackers and black hat hackers. So to understand the motivations of the hackers with the help of the psychological profiling. So psychological profiling is not nothing but a method used to identify patterns. So and traits in cyber criminals that indicate malicious intent. So these are all the main types of hackers. So white hat hackers are obviously ethical hackers. So black hat hackers are unethical hackers. So gray hat hackers is in between the white and black hat hackers. So what is black hat hackers means? So these type of hackers are the evil guys who want to use their technical skills to defraud and blackmail others. So they usually have the expertise and knowledge to break into the computer networks without the owner's permission. To make money as the main contribution, they are ready to do all illegal activities. So what are all the activities? The first thing is the sending phishing mails and SMS messages to attract the users, writing, distributing, and selling malwares like viruses, worms, and Trojan horses, etc. So, on deploying cyber attacks, so like a distributor denial of services to slow down or crash the websites, finding the exploiting leaky databases and software vulnerabilities. So, selling financial and personally identifiable information on the dark web, executing financial fraud, and identify theft related crimes. So, it's dangerous cyber threats like brute force attack, scareware, botnets, man in the middle attacks. So, these attacks are helpful to uh, theft the information of the users. So the main thing is blackmailing. So blackmailing the victims using ransomware and spyware. So to encrypt, lock, steal, modify, and delete our data. So black hat hackers typically demand extortion money to give back access to the files, systems, databases, or the entire devices. They also blackmail victims, threatening to reveal their confidential data like business documents, personal photos, videos, etc. So to the public if they don't pay. So next we move on to the white hat hackers. White hat hackers are also known as ethical hackers. So these hackers are opposite of their black hat counterparts. They use their technical skills to protect the world from bad hackers like a bad hat or a black hat or a gray hat. So companies and government agencies hire white hat hackers for information and security analysis, cybersecurity researchers, security specialists, penetration testers. So penetration testers is nothing but a security professionals. They work as independent consultants or freelancers as well. White hat hackers employ the same hacking techniques as black hat hackers, but they do it with a system owner's permission, and their intentions are noble. So, but what are their motivations exactly? So, what white hat hackers hack to find and fix vulnerabilities, and then develop tools that can detect cyber attacks and mitigate or block them, and then strengthening the overall security posture of the software or hardware components. build security softwares like antivirus, anti-malwares, anti-spywares, honeypots, and firewalls. White hat hackers are often academics and researchers who want to better understand various cyber threats and educate others about them. Companies and governments hire them as consultants and practitioners to prepare contingency plans to get ready for cyber attacks and other worst case scenarios. So finally, we move on to the grey hat hacker. These type of hackers fall somewhere between white hat or black hat hackers. Grey hat hackers' intentions are often good, but they don't always take the ethical route with their hacking techniques. For example, they may penetrate your website, application, or IT systems to look for vulnerabilities without your consent, but they typically don't try to cause any harm. Grey hat hackers draw the owner's attention to the existing vulnerabilities. They often launch the same type of cyber attacks as white hats on a company or government servers and websites. These attacks expose the security loopholes but don't cause any damages. So, however, again, they do this without the owner's knowledge or permission. Grey hat hackers sometimes charge a fee for fix bugs or vulnerabilities, strengthen the organization's security defenses, or provide recommendations, solutions, or tools to patch the vulnerabilities. Grey hats do this to gain popularity and recognition in the cybersecurity community, which indirectly helps them to grow their careers as security professionals. So, next, we have to identify the profiling. So, what do you mean by hacker profiling? Hacker profiling involves categorizing hackers based on their skills, motivations, and the methods they have to use. Hacker profiling analyzes digital and behavioral evidences they left. So, what we understand based on the hacker profiling means we have to understand their motivations, their technical abilities, and actions. So, it helping law enforcement and cybersecurity professionals to identify, predict, and defend against them. These are all some hacker profiling pictures. So, finally, what is hacker profiling? So, hacker profiling is a proactive defense strategy. So, it's all about understanding the enemy to build effective security measures. And the second thing is behavioral analysis. It examines the decisions, languages, and tactics a hacker use, such as the choice of targets or their phishing emails. Psychological insights. Profilers study the motivations. The motivations can vary, like money, like ideology, or fun, and psychological traits of hackers to understand why they act. So, why is hacker profiling important? So, the first thing is anticipating attacks. So, it helps to understanding a hacker's thought process, helps predict their next moves and improve defenses. With the help of this, knowing the tools, techniques, and targets of threat actors allows organizations to build stronger defenses against specific threats. Attribution of attack. Analyzing unique characteristics in attacks can provide evidence to attribute them to a specific hacker or group. Finally, incident response. It aids in responding to cyber incidents by providing context about the attacker's capabilities. So, motivations. Hacker motivations are vary from their own usage of web. So, the main thing is curiosity, love of puzzles, desire for recognition or fame, revenge, financial gain, patriotism, and other causes, ethical hacking. So, these are all the motivations of the hacker. A moral compass is nothing but is an inner guide that helps you to decide what is wrong and what is right. So, the percentage of hackers motivations are here. So the financial gain is 19 percentage and moral compass is 29 percentage, and the most probably the fun and thrill as the highest priority, so it is 51 percentage. So, finally, don't be the next target, beware of the hackers. Thank you all.